And it is a wonderful Sunday evening. My name is Yasleen, and welcome to the Amputee Zone. I'm so glad to see you, and I'm so glad you tuned in today. So, I've got to ask all the normal questions. Did you get a little band time in this weekend? We hadn't seen each other since Thursday or Friday, early Friday morning. So, I'm just checking in, just trying to check the pulse, make sure that we are still on track with our healing because that is very important to our healing. Band time as well as curl time. What about our affirmations? Are you saying your affirmations every day? Hmm? Okay, well, I've got to ask. You know, I just had to ask. I had to ask. So today we are going to move on to step 4 of the healing process, healing the inner self. Today we are going to focus on you are here now. You are not in your trauma. You are here now. And that's where I need for you to stay. Just hang with me. I'm not going to be long. It's Sunday evening. We'll probably talk more about this on tomorrow night. So just hang with me. So we got to start with our affirmation. You know our favorite. Deep breath. Hold it. Hold it. Now release it. There is something to be said about a release. It's very healing, very therapeutic. So, what is our first affirmation? I have absolutely everything I need in order to succeed. Your healing is already within you. What we're doing right now, we're just pulling it towards the surface so you can get to the other side of there. But we are here. We are here. We are not sitting in our trauma. We are here now. We are stepping outside of our trauma. Okay? Our next affirmation. You are enough. I cannot reiterate this enough. You will hear me say it 3-4 times a week, forever. Regardless of who comes, who goes. You are enough. Let nobody make you feel less than. I don't care what you have. I don't care what you don't have. Again, you might be too much. You just don't realize how much you really are. That's the whole thing. So let no one make you feel like you are less than and that you are not enough. You are too much is the problem. You are too much and they do not know how to manage it. So it's their loss. Regardless of if it's a job, a relationship, whatever the case may be, you are enough. Now, my personal favorite, I am loved. I am loved. When I wake up every morning, I already know before anything happens, before I pray, before I check my cell phone, I already know I am loved. God loves me first. I love me second, and everybody else falls in line with that. I am loved. I will never seek the love I need within someone else. You have to learn to love yourself first before you can love anybody else. If you don't love you, you can go through however many people you want to go through. You are never going to find that love that you're looking for because you didn't have a foundation. Remember I talked about, the builders of yesteryear and how those houses are literally falling apart. They weren't on a solid foundation. They were built too quickly. Therefore, it's nothing. There's nothing there. You've got to make sure that you are loving you in a way that is going to build you up so you have a solid foundation. As I told you Friday, people are cruel. You have to love yourself hard. And love yourself hard that other people see how much you love yourself and how well you love yourself. If I love you, there are things I'm not going to do. I'm not going to be disrespectful to myself. I'm not going to use myself. And I am not going to throw me away. I am going to show myself that love because I know I love me. I love me some me all day long, every day, 365 days a year. I love me some me. And I need for you to love you some you is if that's where you are. You might not be there. You might be on a different mountain. And we will discuss many mountains, many on Amputee Zone. Many mountains we'll talk about. But as for today, you are loved. Never forget that. Who comes, goes, stays, turn their back, whatever the case may be, whatever job, throw you away or what have you, you are loved and there's a place for you. Please know there is a place for you, whether it be another job, whether it be another employment, whether it be in someone else's life, there is a place for you. The love is there, but you have got to love you first, and you have got to love you hard. Okay? All right. Now, tonight, in step number 4, we're going to talk about healing meditation. I believe we touched on this when we first started. It's so important that you have that quiet time. I believe my message on Friday was, be quiet. You will get the biggest revelations in your life if you just be quiet. When you wake up in the morning, don't hit your phone first, unless it's your alarm going off. That's the only reason you need to hit your phone first in the morning. Take that time before the world starts in your life and be quiet. Have your time with your Creator. Discuss what's on your heart for that day, because you are setting the tone for the remainder of your day, really for the remainder of your week. Tonight's Sunday, everybody's scrambling to get together. People doing meal prep, washing clothes, ironing clothes, hanging up clothes, whatever the case may be. You're getting ready for the next week. The same thing with your meditation. That's how you prepare for the day. Pour everything out. Just let it come out. If you got to cry, cry. Just let it out. But that is your time to be quiet. And I certainly hope that you are practicing our exercise. Remember I told you the story about a pastor I knew? Worked in a state he didn't know anybody. All he knew was his roommate and the people at his job. But those weren't his friends. They didn't show him love. But he would live for Sundays. Sundays were his best days, regardless of what kind of week he had. Sunday was the best day because there was somebody there to give him that embrace, to tell him, God loves you and I love you too. Just to be able to hold on to someone. But what if you're in a situation where that is not your reality, where you're not able to get to church, or where you're not getting visitors, or whatever the case may be? You have to learn to hold on to you. So you got to be constantly building yourself up. We're working our way out of trauma right now. Whether that trauma be amputation, relationship, employment, whatever that trauma is, we are working our way out of it. We going through to get to the other side. So please practice that exercise every morning. Look in the mirror. First of all, tell yourself, you know what? You are beautiful. You are so beautiful. I don't care if your hair's standing all over your head. You got slob running down the side of your face. Your eyes all caked over. I don't care nothing about all that. I don't care nothing about all that. You are beautiful. If you don't tell yourself you're beautiful, no one else will. You're opening the door. You're opening the door to being able to receive love from someone else. But again, we must love ourselves first. Look in that mirror, tell yourself, hey, beautiful. Hey, beautiful. Good morning. It's going to be a magnificent day. Claim your day. Claim your day. Don't let the day just handle you any kind of way. Claim your day. Set the expectation. It's going to be a beautiful day. Then move on. I see you. I love you. I know what you're hurting from. I know where your trauma is coming from. Let me hold you. When I tell you this exercise is so healing, it might sound crazy that you taking time to talk to yourself in the mirror, giving yourself a hug, but it is important because that's the only way you're going to get well. Somebody might have bled on you because they didn't know how to handle you. But you will be different. You will know how to handle people in your life because you took the time to heal. You took the time to love on you. You took the time to tell yourself, let me heal, let me hold you. Just 2 minutes. Can I just hold you for just 2 minutes? Close your eyes. Wrap your arms around yourself and squeeze tight. Because when you're in that place where you're feeling emptiness, abandonment, desertion, hurt, whatever the case may be, you want somebody to hold you tight. You don't need that little, y'all know what I'm talking about. No, I need somebody to hold me, okay? I need somebody to stand on business with a real hug, and I need to feel like somebody cares. And I can't depend on anybody else to give that to me. So I depend on me. Because you have to be there for yourself. Let me hold you. And if you need to cry, go ahead and cry. It's okay. Crying is very cleansing for the spirit and the soul. Get it out. Because that's how you have a better day. You're working through it. You are here now. You're not standing in your trauma. You are here now. You are here in the now. Here in the now. You're not in that trauma. You are here now. Look around. What does your here look like right now? Are you still exposing yourself to the same trauma? It may be a situation you can't help. Let's talk about Yasleen trauma. My leg is never growing back. Nope. I've seen all kind of stuff when I was in rehab. I don't know what kind of feeds they have you on, the internet or what have you. But I saw all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. But I hadn't seen any regenerative tissue studies going on where they're growing back limbs. I saw where some people had prosthetics literally fixed into the bone. To me, I think that would hurt. That ain't for me. I don't qualify anyway. I have other underlying illnesses, so I'm not a good candidate for that. So that ain't gonna be my reality. However, I am all for the bionics. I am all for it. They got some stuff out there so sleek, so nice. You're like, oh, okay, I could make a fashion statement with that. And still feel good about me. Your meditation time is key. You don't get that good meditation time, it's just like band time and curl time. You won't be built up. And you've got to be built up from within. You can't rush it. Just like I talked about Thursday night. Heal at your own pace. Give it some time. You don't want to be in it forever, but give it some time. You can't rush it. But you got to actively participate in your healing. And if you're just sitting there just putting healing off like, well, maybe one day, I'll get to it or what have you, you may never get there. So focus on where we are today. We are here now. Where is here? Okay, let me define where here is. Here is a place where you have stepped outside of your trauma. Your trauma is over. Whatever happened has already happened. You can't make it re-happen again, or you shouldn't want it to anyway. But you are here right now. You are here. You are here trying to move past what hurt you, what disappointed you, what let you down, what betrayed you, what abused you possibly. And abuse come in a lot of ways. Abuse ain't always physical. Sometimes abuse can be mental, it can be financial, but you're not there anymore. You're here. Just think about that for a minute. You are here now. We are moving on. We're moving on. That's where here is. Here is moving on. It's the work that is taking to move on. Some people never get their healing because they don't participate in it. There are a lot of things you can do to assist yourself in participating in that healing. Oh, I got a picture of my workbook. Oh my God, I'm gonna post it. It's gonna be at the very end of this video. I hope you guys like it. It's not available for sale yet, but it is in the works. So hopefully by the end of the week, if not before, it will be ready for you guys to purchase for download. And again, this is not no cookie cutter workbook. You're gonna have to do some work. It ain't full of just empty pages or what have you. Now, I've given you lots of pages for that. But there are some steps that you are going to have to take. There are some things you're going to have to sit with. It ain't going to be no, no. If that's what you're looking for, my workbook will not be for you. My workbook is just that. It is work. And you have to be willing to participate in that work in order to heal. Take your time with it. There is no one saying you got to be finished with this workbook by the end of the month, next month. If it take you 6 months to a year, it might. It might. I don't know. I don't know where your here is. But for the sake of argument and for just the general consensus, our here is we are stepping outside of what brought this trauma into our life. And we're trying to work through that to get to the other side of here. So I hope all of you are here right now. Here now. Here in the now. Right now. Not 6 months ago, not a year ago, not 3 years ago. Here now. Okay, that's my time. I'm going to stop it for tonight. We'll continue our discussion with this on tomorrow night. We will start over again and go through the steps that we've already gone through. We are now on step 4. And I really hope that you all take this to heart because this can change your life. But only if you want to see your life be changed. Are you ready for change yet? Or are you good just where you are? Because see, I'm here. I was there. I was there sitting in that hospital bed, multiple beds, whether it be in the hospital or whether it was rehab. I was there. I'm not there anymore. I'm here. I am working through my trauma as well. I'm just sharing my journey, and I certainly hope that something on my journey can help you on yours. That's it for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll catch you first thing in the morning with our nugget of the day. Enjoy your evening, and I'll see you in the morning.